Live on YouTube here shortly. And then I'll tell you when we're recording. Working with a new computer here, so working out some bugs.
Did you hear that text message?
What text message?
Okay.
No. All right. And we're about to record officially. We're live on YouTube, but we're about to record here in three, two. We are officially live back here for another episode of the Go Team on Tuesday, August 12th. 18 days away from kickoff. Chip, how we feel about that? Thumbs up.
Good.
That's it. We're gonna
Good.
open.
Good.
Cole,
Yeah, I wish it was quicker. It's 18 days seems like a long time to me.
18
Lot,
days.
lot, lot can happen in 18 days.
18 days is a long time away. We're working through some technical things here. We've got a different computer set up for me, so I don't have as good of a microphone. So I'm gonna have to work my way through those issues. Um, Chip rocking the headset should be sounding, his sound quality should be better. But let's go ahead and I want to start the night off tonight. We're going to talk about LSU's linebacking core, and we're going to talk a little bit about news and notes from fall camp practice today. But I want to start off with something we touched on last night. I want to talk about the fake ass Josh Pate top four quarterback poll that he put out. First off, who puts out a poll of the, or not a poll, his rankings of the top quarterbacks, and who only ranks the top four guys?
Yeah, I got nothing to say about that. I did. You know how I feel about Josh Bay. I said it last night.
Say it again. I mean, it was buried at the end of the episode. I want to lead off with it tonight.
I can't stand Josh Pate. I hope nothing good ever happens to him. He's a douchebag.
He used
I
to
mean,
have a good show. What happened?
I don't know. Didn't he? He like went to CBS and then went to 247, then CBS. Now he's with On Three.
Yes, he was a CBS reporter or analyst or something. And then he was named as an unnamed source for that affiliated with CBS that was quoting that there was discontent in the LSU coaching
Oh yeah,
staff.
last year.
Yes,
Little wobbly at the top.
but then he denied it and then came at yourself and myself on Twitter when he was questioned about it.
Yeah, I hate being that guy on Twitter. It makes me feel like a fucking douchebag. But he just irritates me, man, because he's just fake.
Well,
He's
let's talk about irritating here. He ranks the top four quarterbacks in college football as DJ Lagway, number one, Klubnik, number two, um,
I'm good with that. Klubnik should be one or two.
Mateer as number three, and then Lenoris Sellers as number four.
Yeah, but why would you do a four, not a top five?
And why would you leave off Garrett Nussmeyer? there's no ranking there's no
I've
metrics
never heard
where
of a top four.
yeah, well, there's no metrics where Nussmeier's not the top three.
Yeah.
And then this is a name that's going to cause some reactions here, but Drew Aller. How do you leave Drew Aller off that list too? How do you put Lenoris Sellers above Nussmeier and Drew Aller?
No. I don't first I was like, is that an SEC top four?
No, college
And then I
football
was
because
like, and they
Klubnik.
said Klubnik, yeah, and I was like, it was just shocking to see it. That was just weird. But I mean, it was obviously, hey, look at my top four that nobody else has. I'm different.
It's
Like I'm trying.
clickbait,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so much of
And
so
we
much
bought into it.
yeah, so yeah, we are buying into it as we speak. It's clickbait, but so much of sports media now is all about clickbait, and we are your official podcast for real fans who are serious about LSU football. Wouldn't you say that, Chip?
Yeah.
We're not going to scream at you. We're not going to take outlandish takes here. We're just going to talk football
Yeah.
and try to decipher what the BR media is messaging to us as well.
Well, yeah, that's always going to be a tough thing to do.
I also have a hell of a trivia question for you, Chip.
What is that?
I want to lead off the program with that as well. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Former LSU running back Trey Bradford is still playing college football. Where is he playing college football?
He already left North Texas.
That is impressive that you knew he was at North Texas because he never logged a stat at North Texas.
Yeah. Last year he didn't play at all.
Didn't play at all. Couldn't find any stats for him.
Weird. He has one. He
So his path was LSU, Oklahoma, LSU, North Texas, now another school.
he's got to be in. He's probably a SWAC team, right? I'm on the money.
Well, you just rounded it down to 12 teams, but I'll give you credit.
Eh.
That's a hell of a guess there. And I have no idea how
Uh,
many teams are in the SWAC. I'm saying 12 just to say 12.
let's see. So, is he at Alabama State?
He is at Grambling.
Oh, okay. I think I knew that. I don't know.
318,
Not
3-1 great.
That's so weird. I think his dad was like a booster for the OU too, or something like that.
Yeah, his dad played football or
Yeah,
something.
no, he was a big deal at OU. It was dude, he has like he averages like I don't know, 40 yards a carry. He had like 5 carries.
Wasn't it the opening
Oh, it was a
play?
pass. It was a
Yeah.
pass. But I mean, he also scored a touchdown against Florida in 2020.
In 2020?
Yeah.
So this would be his sixth season?
Yeah. 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah.
It's impossible to keep up with these COVID years with some of these guys.
Yeah, because remember he was after the national championship. He caught like a little 2 yard out route, caught it on his like knee from the most accurate quarterback of all time.
Miles Brennan?
No,
Max
you know,
Johnson?
Max Johnson. That's
Is
another.
Max Johnson still playing?
I believe so. Yeah, for
Is
North
he going to be
Carolina.
the starter at North Carolina?
No,
Do we know that for certain?
no.
Okay. We'll have to look into that. I'll put that down as one of the things we need to look
I
up.
think they're going to start like the true freshman.
Speaking of things we're looking up, Chip was correct. Major Burns in 2021 had an interception against Western Michigan. Does that count though?
He
Because
made a
it's
good play.
Western Michigan.
He made a good play on it though.
All right, fair. His best play of his career as a redshirt freshman at LSU in 2021.
Well, he made a really good play against Alabama. He walked down. What's his name? Remember that?
Was that not Jahmyr Gibbs? Was it Jahmyr Gibbs?
No, couldn't have been Jahmyr Gibbs. It probably was the other. It was probably who was number 5? He played for Florida State last year. You can't keep up with him. I don't know. He walked somebody down. It might have been Gibbs.
It might have
Or it
been
was
Gibbs
that's impressive if it was Gibbs. I don't think it was though, because
because we
Gibbs.
held him to a field goal after that. That was right before the half, if I remember right.
Yeah, and then he wasn't that bad until the next year.
Was he worse when he had the cowboy collar on or when he had the cowboy collar off?
He was better with it off.
Might have been just looks. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know what was up with him. I
Uh, camp notes. You got anything? Practice reports?
said the defense killed it.
It's kind of the same thing. Aaron Anderson's back, not really practicing in team drills, but doing individual drills. Something's going on, tinfoil hat. And Mansour Delane, I looked this up. It's Mansour Delane, not Mansour Delaney. I was unsure last night. But he's been solid in camp. And fun fact, if you listen to the Buddy Sanji, Mike Scarborough,
They do a good job with that.
they do. Buddy harps on the fact that every single practice, PJ Woodland gets multiple pass interference calls.
Yeah, yeah, he's grabbing the jersey. That's his thing.
That's you heard the report too.
Yeah, that's his thing. He's done it like 3 days in a row.
Hey, do you think Buddy was sweating his ass off today in that? Did you notice that in the video?
Oh, I bet. I mean, I don't remember thinking about it, but yeah.
And they also staying on Buddy Sanjay here, another legend of Baton Rouge media. That's the guy I grew up listening to. Uh, my dad would call into his show back in the day. But Buddy Sanjay interviewed Mike Archer and released it today. I haven't listened to it
Oh,
yet, but
oh,
that's
where's that?
gonna.
It's on YouTube.
I think it's on YouTube. I saw where Tiger Bait posted it on Twitter. I will
Oh, it's
definitely
on, so
give.
oh, so it's through Tiger Bait.
Yeah, but it might be a YouTube video,
Man, I
or is
haven't
it
thought
behind a
about
paywall? I don't know.
the last I remember Archer was at like the OC at Kentucky. Or was he a DC? He was DC, right?
So, fun fact: what year? I mean, we played Kentucky every year, but when did we play them at home? In '94 or
What
'96?
what you talking about? Which one?
Can
We
when did we?
lost, we lose to him, or like when was the last time we played him at home?
No, 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 no. In the '90s, did we play them in odd years or even years at home?
95. We wore the purple pants, so 90 odd years. So
No, we wore
96.
the purple pants at Kentucky in
Yeah,
'95.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
So it
95.
was either in '94 or '96. My dad took me and my sister to the movies. I'm pretty sure the movie theater on Segan Lane in Baton Rouge, to see a movie. What movie? I have no idea. I can't remember. But the Kentucky football team was there the night before the game watching a movie, and it's in another movie theater. And my dad made a point to go over to Mike Archer to seek him out and tell him that he felt he got a raw deal at LSU.
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, I guess he was at Kentucky for a long time because he was there when Lorenzen was there.
Jesus. So he's a Kentucky lifer. But anyway,
Yeah.
fun fact about Mike Archer there.
I think he was at Maryland at one point too. I don't know. I can't remember.
And I have vague memories. I mean, I was really young of
That
my
was the first. That was the first coach I remember. So
yeah, I have vague memories of my dad going to the Mike Archer call-in show. Like the radio show. I don't know where it was back in those days. TJ Ribs now, where I have no idea where it was back in those
I
days.
remember my dad listened to it. So I just like don't remember where it was. It was
Yeah.
probably a lot. It wasn't as rehearsed as it is now. You know.
But can you
I
do they
haven't
allow
listened.
callers anymore?
I don't know. I haven't listened to it since the Ed Oger on Rosie Finch Boys or whatever.
The what was Bebe when somebody we know through a friend called in and told Ed Orgeron that his sister was there and her sister's name was Bebe, but not to try and have sex with her. That might have been the last one I listened to as well.
Been a
Because then they
while.
shut down the phone lines after that.
Yeah, they probably don't do. I don't even know if they do a Kelly. I don't. I can't see Brian Kelly doing a show.
They do a show. I know they
They
do a
have.
show.
They have. It's on like Wednesday though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a weird night. It's not, what did it used to be, Thursdays?
Yes, Thursdays, and then I want to say it was the Tiger Zone after that.
Might have
I
been.
always, I love listening to that. That was I miss those days.
Yes, the Tiger Zone. When it was Hannah Griffin and Gordy Rush.
Yeah,
That was great radio. The Tiger
yeah,
Zone with because I would come home. This was back in my previous life when I was coaching high school football, and we had freshman games and JV games on Wednesdays, and I would drive from Mandeville to Baton
yeah.
Rouge, and the Tiger Zone was always on on my drive home. That was some of the best radio.
Yeah, I used to. I couldn't wait to listen to it.
Gordy
And
was really good.
yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah, and him and Hannegriff were like the perfect team. Greatest duo.
Yeah, I think at the end, what was the guy that wouldn't coach Fred Ogeron? Was like his little the
He
binder guy.
didn't coach for him. He was the special assistant to the head coach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
He was his.
Prince,
He
Derek
was
Panansky.
yeah his assistant. Weird, but he was good at radio too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, uh,
All right, you want to dive into some LSU linebackers here?
yeah.
So last night we covered the secondary, went in depth on pretty much everybody. This grouping is going to be a little bit easier because there's not as many positions. And
Mhm.
honestly, there's a lot of returning talent. Is LSU the only team in the country that has two All-Americans in their linebacking core?
Did they make the All American list yet? There
Whit
was.
Weeks is a preseason All-American in
Yes.
some publications because there's 50 million publications. So we'll pick and choose the ones that he's on for the sake of our argument here. And then Harold Perkins was a multi-time All-American as a freshman and
Yeah, last year he was picked to be an All American last year
yeah,
or 2 years ago.
2 years ago, I think he was an All-American that year for that terrible defense.
Yeah, he. I mean, he had a good year. People don't ever give him credit for it, but yeah, he had a good year.
Yeah. And
Um,
and so it may be the position that is the weakness on the defense and the position where you have the most All-Americans. The only position where you have All-Americans. So it's a that's how that is, and I say that because that is how good this LSU defense could be.
yeah, I think the defense is going to be pretty good. I don't because I don't see the linebackers. I'm not worried about them unless they get like 4 injuries. But you still got some studs
Let's start
coming
with
behind.
Harold Perkins.
Yeah,
So we talked about him last night because he's going to play the star position, which is a hybrid role. But since it's a hybrid role, it falls under linebackers as well. So the downside of him playing stars, you give up some stuff in the pass game. The strength of playing him the star is your run defense should be significantly better because of him out there.
and like you
Uh,
said last night, most people run the ball now. So
most teams are reverting back to triple option just out of shotgun now.
yeah, it's just a different. Yeah, it's completely different. But yeah, it's the
So
same concept.
I'm not saying we beat Alabama last year because they beat the ever living dog shit out of us last year.
Yeah.
But if Harold Perkins is on the field, Jalen Milroe might not rush for 185 yards. He might rush for 100 yards.
Yeah, I mean, it would be different.
It'd be completely different with Harold Perkins on the field.
I mean, there's so many things that could have been different about that game.
And Blake Baker alluded to that in his press conference yesterday that he has now learned some things that he should have done differently from a play calling schematic standpoint too, to put players in a position to succeed. But uh, this year it's Harold Perkins in the star position. Last year it was Major Burns, and we know how that worked out.
Ugh.
And
Yeah.
so that was the guy you had trying to tackle Jalen Milroe in space who wasn't touching him. And go back and watch the Arkansas game from 2022, and you just see the explosiveness that Harold Perkins has running offensive players down in space.
Yeah, his pursuit.
He closes like
Yeah. He can go sidelines to sidelines.
he is a sideline to sideline player,
Yeah.
as well as Whit
Weeks.
Weeks, your other All American. So Whit Weeks, a junior, number 40. How long is he going to be wearing number 40? I don't know. We're 18 days away from kickoff. Uh, you see what I did there?
Yeah. Don't they usually call that out already?
I never remember exactly when they do it, but it's usually a random couple weeks before the season. But I wouldn't be surprised if Whit Weeks' number changes because that guy is the heart and soul of this LSU defense.
Yeah, maybe. I could see his brother getting it too. I could see the defensive tackle, what's his name, the senior, getting it. Because I don't know if Weeks wants it. Like 40 is his number.
Or are you going to give it to one person or are you going to give it to two people? Because if you give it
Well,
to an offensive player and a defensive player, I think there's a guy on
yeah.
offense who's probably going to get it.
Yeah, Nuss.
I think it's Nussmeier Whit Weeks.
Yeah. I mean, that's good call. You could see West getting it though. Is that's not gonna happen?
I don't necessarily see West Weeks getting it.
He's been a good leader from dude, he's jacked.
He is
He,
jacked.
he might dude, we have some jacked white boys, dude.
I was going to talk about this in a second, but since you segued it, did you know that the younger Weeks brother is actually bigger than the other two?
Yeah. He's a little taller, right?
Yeah, he's taller and he's 230. So Wes Weeks is 235 at 6'2". So Zach Weeks is going to end up being bigger than his two older brothers.
Dude, those dudes are awesome. I'm
They
glad
are
to have
awesome.
him. I'm very glad to have him.
The thing I'll say about Whit Weeks, obviously he's an All-American. Obviously he's one of the best linebackers in college football. He did struggle at times when teams ran the ball right at him. And
Great against those power option teams, though. The Ole Miss, he was fantastic. Gosh.
when you get him in
Arkansas
space,
and Arkansas, he was freaking great in those games.
when he
He
can
he
fly
struggled.
around,
Yeah, he struggled whenever they were when they were
A&M,
when they were doing the give. Yeah.
A&M was a game he
Yeah.
struggled. Teams that run downhill right at him is where he struggled. But I mean, the guy was only a sophomore last
Did
year.
they run the veer against us? They did run the veer against us.
Well, everybody runs a version of the triple option now.
The veer.
But he was only a sophomore. He's
Yeah.
gonna get better. Players get better. They're not the same player they were as freshmen through their senior years. So I expect Whit Weeks to get better, and that's the area of improvement he needs to get better at. Also, what goes along with that is, and we'll talk about this tomorrow night, is your defensive tackle play is going to be better. And that's going to help those linebackers as well. You should see increased production, production. I don't know why I'm struggling with that word tonight.
I do it all the time.
You should see increased production out of the linebackers because you'll be better at defensive tackle.
Yeah, I don't think that helped. I mean, not that nothing against Paez. I think he was a
Serviceable.
trooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tough guy.
Yeah, at the end of the year, you had two defensive ends that were playing defensive tackle
But yeah,
between Parrish Shand and Paez.
yeah, and both were good defensive ends,
Yeah.
or at least Shan was.
Both of them played their asses off last
They
year,
did. They're good
but they were
tires.
limited.
Yeah, they're good tires, man.
Did Paez make a roster in the NFL?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I hope he did. He was a good leader, man.
Yeah. So that goes to our third linebacker. And there's been a lot of people talking about a battle for the linebacking, the starting spot, that middle linebacker position between Whit Weeks and Harold Perkins. But I think there's a little context that a lot of people miss here. Wes Weeks is only still on this team because he chose to redshirt last year so that he could return and start this year.
Mm-hmm.
That was the reason that Devon Keys got as much playing time as he did last year, because they made a decision when Wes Weeks got an ankle injury early in the season last year. Let's redshirt him.
Yeah, I think it was like halfway through the season because he tried to play against Arkansas, couldn't get it going, so he didn't play at all. And they were just like, "Look, why don't we? You can start next year."
That was a decision they made to benefit this year's team so that he would be a starter on this year's team. So I'm of the opinion there's not a real competition. I mean, there's always competition, but I think Wes Weeks is the starter at the
I,
third linebacking spot.
oh, I absolutely. I
You
think
know,
so too. I don't think it's even a. I mean, I think Keys is good, gonna be good. I mean, I don't. I think we don't even. Nobody knows how good Wes Weeks is. I mean, because when he played a little as a sophomore, played a pretty good bit. He had a pass breakup against Mississippi State. Um,
he was all
but
ACC as a freshman at
yeah, he was
Virginia.
all ACC freshman team. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's good, man. I know he's good. There's the weeks, dude. They're good.
Well, okay, so let's be realistic about this. We don't need him to be an All-American.
Played running back in high school,
You need, well, I think all three of the Weeks brothers did.
probably.
You don't need him to be an All-American. You need
Who
him
was
to
their
be
Who was their quarterback?
some guy who's at North Carolina that may or may not be their starting quarterback. Who was their tight end?
His brother.
Yeah. But you don't need Wes Weeks to be an All American. You don't need him to be a first team All SEC player because you have Perkins there,
Mm.
because you have Whit Weeks there. And those are the two guys that can go sideline to sideline. You just need that traditional thumper, a guy who's going to fill in B gap to B gap, you
Yeah,
know,
he looks as big as he's ever looked. I mean, he's
6'2, 235. And
yeah. I
I,
mean,
And I
he's
think he
jacked.
fits more of that profile. Nothing against Devon Keys. I think Devon Keys is going to be a great player here one day. But I think West Weeks is the starting linebacker, the third piece to this
Yeah,
puzzle. And
I
that
think so. I think so too. I think
Devon Keys is going to play. They're all going to
at
play.
least Clemson, he's going to be the starter. I don't think there's any question.
Yeah. Devon Keys, sophomore, number 42 from Aledo, Texas. 6 foot, listed 6 foot. He's shorter than 6 foot, 230. So he's short and stocky. Um,
Yes.
I think he's going to push for playing time. I think he's going to get reps. I mean, no way all these guys are going to stay healthy all year long. So you need depth.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
you're going to
Will.
need Devon Keys and Tylen Shingleton to get reps for you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're like you said. I mean, they're going to get hurt. I mean, Witt broke his leg last year.
Yeah, it's coming off of an injury. You got two of these three guys coming off. All
Perkins
three of them
ACL.
coming off injuries.
Yeah, Perkins
Perkins in both
ACL.
weeks.
And then Weeks, what I don't even know what it was. Was it? I mean, we'll never know probably.
For which
I don't
one?
think for West. Was it a high ankle sprain?
Yeah,
It was.
Wes was an ankle sprain, and then
God, that sucks.
the other one was a broken, dislocated, and broken bone.
Oh, it was gross.
Yeah, that one was
What a
so.
beast.
But Tylen Shingleton, redshirt freshman, number
Yeah,
46
from
from
Maine,
Manning,
right?
Louisiana. He's been getting reps at the star position, backing up Harold Perkins.
You saw him last year, and you're like, that dude is a dog.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he's just a freak. You know, he gets off the bus, and you're like,
Speaking of Manny, Louisiana and linebackers, whatever happened to that other kid that everybody was obsessed with?
he's at Tacky Curtis. He's at Wisconsin, I think.
That fits. That is, I think I remember this
Yeah, I
name.
don't think he played that much last year, but he's
He
still
didn't.
on there. I got checked not that long ago. But he did start at USC for his first half of his freshman season, and it just left.
Yeah, USC is such a weird deal. I just if we beat them in that opening game last year, I don't think Lincoln Riley's the coach.
No, they probably would have completely fallen off.
Yeah.
Gosh, how you lose that game? Anyways,
So that's really the only returning guys you have.
yeah.
And then you have four freshmen.
Well,
Uh,
no. So actually, what is the guy from Destrehan? Is he
they
playing?
count him as a defensive end.
Okay, okay. He
Collage Collins.
Cobbins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think,
that dude looks like a beast too.
and I say they, that means me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to double check the roster and what they have him listed at because they have moved some guys around. Yeah, he's listed as a defensive end. Cobbins is listed as a
Okay. So he's a rush defensive end. Got you.
yeah. Where because
Um,
Jim Coyley was originally listed as a linebacker, but now
was
he's
it?
listed as a safety.
I thought he was always going to be a safety, but I guess they're playing him probably. Is he a star?
Yeah, he's played some star. So that's
Yeah.
where the lines kind of get blurry on some guys. So that's why I did double check that since you brought that up. But do you know there's four freshman linebackers? Do you know which one is running with the second unit? At
Ross.
Charles Ross.
Is he the one
Uh,
from Georgia?
no, he's
From
the highest
Texas?
recruited one from
Texas or
yeah.
Georgia? One's from Georgia. Check that.
There's two from Georgia because don't forget Zach Weeks. Don't sleep on Zach
Okay,
Weeks.
yeah. But I'm talking
You're talking about Jaden Baker or Breaker.
Breaker. Yeah, he's from Georgia.
He's from Snellville, Georgia, 6'3", 220 pounds, 4-star, where Charles Ross was a high 4-star.
See, I thought Breaker was rated higher, but Ross's film was incredible. I mean, not nothing against Breaker, but Ross's film is just you could tell he's a ball player.
Yeah,
You
both of
got
them are.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then and in the younger weeks one would be a 4-star in next year's class, but it's always so weird when you reclassify. Honestly, I mean, I know why he did it because this is a rare opportunity where he could play with both of his brothers. But usually reclassifying in college football usually hurts you more than it helps you. It's not basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really happy to have all three.
No,
Um,
I understand why. But
yeah, well, Ross though, back to Ross, he was the high, he was the less, not as high as Breaker. Breaker was the higher one.
according to what I looked up, Ross was the higher of the two.
Or
Fact check me.
you could, I mean, I don't have anything to fact check you with, but
Oh yeah, you're
on
familiar with this
three,
thing.
on three.
Man, I don't know why you got to continuously throw shade on 247, man.
I haven't looked at 247 in like 3 years.
Okay, hold on. I got 1-3 here ready to go.
I don't know why.
Breaker was the 128th nationally. Ross was 126th nationally.
Okay. So I think there was one there.
247, Breaker was 136, Ross was 133. So I mean they're one and the same.
Oh gosh. Yeah. They're the same for
Yeah,
sure.
both 4 stars.
I know both of them are good. And both of them, Breaker's like world class fast, right?
That I don't know because I never trust
I,
those numbers when they're coming out of high school.
I'm talking like he runs like a 10-4 and he's huge.
I
Like
never trust those numbers. So you could say that, but I never necessarily
in high
believe it.
school though. I mean, he got a actual clocked at a high school meet running a those are
You
legit.
would know that better than I would.
Yeah. So like yeah, he's like super fast. Like the LSU speed at the linebacker position is like
That's the name of the game now, man.
yeah, it's
You got to have linebackers that play in space. Gone
well,
are the days of our youth where linebackers were 250 pounds. We have a defensive tackle who's 258 pounds.
yeah, he's like the best one right now, isn't
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow night. But yeah, it's crazy. But when we were growing up, Alan Stansberry was probably 250 pounds.
It's back to that, right?
No, you got fast guys. Stansberry was our middle
You're
linebacker
right.
during
I
our
mean,
day
yeah, it's crazy to think that. So Marcus Spears was a defensive end then,
at
and he went
300 plus pounds.
yeah, he'd be a D tackle now.
And then last year, there were people who thought Savion Jones was oversized as a defensive end.
Yeah, 260.
Yeah, it's crazy how the game has evolved.
Yeah, I remember the first little one I remember that was really good. What was the kid? He went to where's he at? Where's he from? Evangel?
Micah
He got dra-
Baskerville,
no, Baskerville was a defensive tackle at like 290.
linebacker.
I mean Baskerville, no. I'm not
Wait,
Baskerville.
what year are you talking here?
2000, not 10, 11.
And what position are we talking about?
DN, what was his name? Barkevius Mingo. That was the first time I was like, Steve's like 240 rushing the quarterback. And I was like, that's weird. And I was like, but it's doing the job.
I'll never forget my coaching days. I got to go to a practice and it was Kiki Mingo and Daniil Hunter next to each other. And it was just like, and I think Daniil Hunter was like a true freshman and Mingo was like an upperclassman. I think that was
Yeah.
right. But it was like the two of them were standing next to each other because
Yeah,
both of them
they
went
were
to West Monroe, right?
2012. Yeah, 2012. Was it West Monroe? Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I think both went to West Monroe. I might be wrong on Daniil Hunter though. I know for sure Mingo went to West Monroe.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know he's from North Louisiana.
But those two
Uh,
standing next to each other, I'm like, these dudes, like, I can't imagine being an offensive lineman trying to block either one of these guys.
yeah, it's weird how the game has changed so much.
The only other linebacker we haven't touched on tonight, the last one on the roster, and it's a name that's been circulating in Baton Rouge for 4 years. Keelan Moses.
Now he looked that was a picture of him today, right?
He's always looked the part. Do you know he? Do you know where he finished in the recruit? Because at one point he was like a 5-star, right?
No, no, he wasn't.
High four. At one point he was the number
Oh,
one player in Louisiana.
I think he was a top 100 guy at one point. Maybe that's the best he ever was. I mean, it's because I don't know, was his year not that good or was he hurt? Was he banged up? He wasn't, I know when he committed, he wasn't that high. I remember it,
He finished as a 3-star as the number 400 roughly 400 player in the country.
247. I mean,
According to 247 and on three, both of them.
really? Well,
Yeah.
he must have dropped a lot the last like month then. Because
So
he was a,
the expectations will be way too high for him because of his last name Moses. And all of the shenanigans that went on with his older brother.
you know, I don't care about that anymore. The brother said he wished he would have came here.
Yeah, because he got used and abused there, but is
Yeah,
what it
he would,
is.
yeah, it was a bad move. But I mean, normally that's a good move though. I mean, I understand why he went there. I have no issue with his brother. I called him a groupie back then though.
I mean, that is why he went there because he was a groupie.
Yeah.
And we stole that saying from Darius Guys. Credit
Yeah,
to Darius Guys.
yeah. It doesn't get credit anymore, but he should. Uh,
Any takes on this linebacking core?
I think it's another. I think we've got depth.
I think this is on defense. This is the one spot you don't have as much depth.
Yeah, but you still have some. Do you remember how much depth we had in 2018 after what's his name got? What was the guy who was the getaway car? He ended up playing for UAB. But he was one of the three linebackers we got that year, and he was like the least recruited one.
I can
But he
see
was the
his
one that
face. He
started.
was number 52.
No, but maybe.
He was big.
Yeah, it was a big loss. I mean, but
Yeah, he's from Georgia, right?
yeah,
I know who
yeah.
you're talking about. I can't think of a
He's
name.
50 something. I think maybe 53. But
The,
anyways, you had him, the kid from Oklahoma that was supposed to go to or Tennessee that was supposed to go to Oklahoma that came to us, who was fantastic for you.
Jacob Phillips. That's a
Yeah,
good comp. That's all you need Wes Weeks to be, is Jacob Phillips.
if he's Jacob Phillips, I will.
And Jacob Phillips is still in the NFL. So I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's all he needs to be. Like, I mean, it's pretty good. Uh,
it is crazy how high our expectations always are with guys.
but you remember when we're like we we were like we didn't have a linebacker signed in like 17 or 18. It was it's crazy how the last I would say since like recruiting in 2015 and on because we could we didn't do anything with the football, but we could recruit all them, but we couldn't get a linebacker. You couldn't get a. I mean, it was crazy.
Did he get kicked off the team in 18?
He was on the team in 17, got kicked off, didn't make it, got kicked off right after spring, I believe. And
Okay, so he's not on the 18 roster on the website. I know who you're talking about.
he was definitely 50 something. You might have been right. He might have been 52.
It wasn't 52.
Maybe it was 30 something then.
Do you remember when we went into a season and Jared Small was going to be our starting linebacker?
It wasn't that long ago. Is that 2022 or 2021?
I think that was 21, and he ended up getting hurt in fall camp.
Yeah, and he was pissed off in
It
2022.
was 24, not 52, and it was Tyler Taylor.
Tyler Taylor. There you go.
6'2", 238 from Buford, Georgia. I knew
Yeah,
the Georgia part.
he played. Seemed pretty good.
We got Tyler Taylor. Uh, he gonna play linebacker for us?
Yeah, he was. They had some good linebackers. They got him all three of those, and we weren't recruiting well, and all of a sudden we just landed all three of them, and then they all played because of that. It
If
was
for early listeners to the podcast, we talked about Tyler Taylor a lot in 2017, 2018.
Yeah, it's funny. Drove a getaway car.
Drove the getaway car.
It's crazy, man. These kids have a lot of things. A
So
lot of.
do you expect any of the freshmen to play? And if so, who do you think?
I mean, I Ross or Breaker probably will play a little. I'm sure the Weeks will get some playing time, like with all three of his brothers, one or two times. I think they'll all play a little special teams. I think Colin Moses will play special teams.
That
I
would be,
think
I was just thinking about that now that you
that's a
said that.
role for him. That's a role for him.
It would be very cool to see all three Weeks brothers on the field at the same time against like
Yeah,
a La Tech.
yeah, yeah.
Southeastern. Southeastern's probably better.
It'd be a great pick for their family for sure.
Yeah.
But I see Ross playing. I see Breaker playing. Um,
Yeah, they're all going to play because they'll get those guys action in Southeastern and La Tech
yeah,
with the red shirt rules the way they are. You can play 4 games and then play a bowl game. So
yeah. You really, I thought we had more depth there than I thought, but we have some players. So
we have players. We don't have as much depth as you think we do.
you're right. Because I keep thinking, I'm like, oh, Keys, we got both the weeks, and then
You
and
have the
you're
3 starters, the 2 Weeks brothers, and
yeah,
Perkins. And then
yes. So
you have
it
known
makes you think,
quantities in
yeah, yeah,
Keys and Shingleton. Singleton or Shingleton.
yeah, Singleton.
Um, and then after that, you're relying on freshmen, which this is a good group. This is as good of a group of freshman linebackers as you had since that class you're talking about.
Easy. Yeah, for sure. I cannot
But
believe Colin Moses dropped that much. He
but
must have
you
not played his senior year. Not to keep harping on that.
I think he played. I think he just wasn't. So there's a lot of those kids that they 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 get in the early rankings as like sophomores. TJ Finley is a prime example. He was
Yeah,
like
but
a
I,
five
I
star at some
I'm
point
not
in
gonna.
time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna write. Finley was like the number one recruit quarterback in the country when we signed him.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Keelan Moses was up there
I don't think so. I know when he signed at LSU, he was like, he might have been the 200s, dude.
when he signed with LSU because he
No,
signed
no, no.
late.
When he committed. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, when he committed because he committed late. He
No,
committed.
no, he committed a year. For a year, he's committed to us.
Yeah, but he pulled the shenanigans of
He
like,
was still committed to us though.
what is a commitment these days
True.
in the college football recruiting
That
world?
that's valid.
Hold on. Let me make sure I got everything we covered. Speaking of commitments, my last note that I had, the number one quarterback in the nation, who's right a mile away from my house right here in Baton Rouge at Dunham. Um, he word on the street is he will be committing to Florida soon.
Oh yeah, I could care less about that. Have fun with that.
As
I
long as
want
we
nuts.
get the little Nussmeyer,
I want
I'm good.
nuts. I don't. Listen, he could be one of those guys, and I'm not. If he comes to LSU, great. I'm not gonna be that guy. It's like, oh, now he's amazing. I don't. I don't know, man. I just heard that. And granted, he was a freshman then, but I heard he wasn't that great. Whatever it is, but he's a freshman, so who knows? I mean, give me a little Nuss, and I'm okay with it.
I
But I
agree.
heard little Nuss might go to Texas.
You never know.
Yeah,
It's
you
all
never
about
know.
dollars, right?
I mean, right now we're struggling to get a quarterback, so
I would be shocked if we don't get the number one quarterback in the transfer portal after this season.
yeah. I would be shocked if we don't. I wonder who that'll be. Who do you think that'll be? You want a quick call?
You want me to go on a limb here?
Yeah, yeah,
You want me to make some shockwaves?
yeah. Who you think we get?
Bryce Underwood.
I could be. Yeah,
I,
that would take the cake.
Quinn Ewers. I said this before when he was committed to LSU. You
I
know,
guess
quarter.
the difference is Quinn Ewers was everybody thought he was going to go to Texas the whole time. Went to Ohio State and then, but
Everybody
would
thought
I
Underwood
think
was
it.
going to LSU the whole time.
Yeah. I do, but I do think though, like it would be the opposite. It would be if he went to LSU and then went to Michigan. But yeah, I see what you're saying because he's from
I
Michigan.
I always worried that he was going to come here, have to sit behind
Yeah,
Nussmeyer for a
well, we
year.
always said that. We always said that because I thought Dust was going to come back for a long time.
Yeah, Nuss has always been the type of guy that was going to come back. I
Yeah,
thought he was going to have to sit behind Nussmeyer and then he was going to transfer
to Michigan.
after, yeah, or anywhere,
Yeah,
whoever offers him the most money. But LSU's going to have some cap space after this year because you're not going to go into next year with Colin Hurley and Van Buren.
so that's your crazy call.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome. That'd be hilarious. Fuck you, Dave.
And I say that regardless of whether or not he plays or starts at Michigan this year. It doesn't matter. College football, especially the quarterback position, is so wide open. Um,
Oh yeah,
Kids are going to go where it benefits them and play at Michigan for a year in that offense. And then if we have success this year, and then that door is wide open next year, because if you're Bryce Underwood, are you scared of Michael Van Buren? Are you
I
scared of
mean,
Colin Hurley?
no.
And I'm not shitting on either one of those kids. I'm just,
Yeah, I mean maybe. I mean, Colin Hurley was one of those ones that was like a highly recruited guy.
I want to know, Gabe, if you're listening to this, I want to know what your take on that is, on my take. We're gonna have to get Gabe to follow up on that.
I don't want to even hear what he has to say. This be funny.
Man, we want to hear friend of the program. Shout out Gabe.
Oh, I love Gabe. Love Gabe. I know. I just want to. I can't think he's gonna get Bryce Underwood.
I can't. His reaction is gonna be priceless to that.
Yeah, I do want to hear what he says.
Also, shout out Travis. Uh, Gotta get you on the program, Gabe. We'll do a segment with Gabe, a small segment,
before we get out,
because
anything?
Gabe will just want to talk about Les Miles, and we don't
Have you
talk about
heard?
Les Miles.
Yeah, it's so weird. Have you heard anything about Mateer? Like, has there been anything?
It's so easy to deny those things.
Yeah, so like they're not getting him on anything. He
Like,
definitely did it.
no, see, I don't think he necessarily did. Did he? Probably yes.
Yes, he labeled it on a.
Yeah, but
It would be
so I've had people Venmo me
yes,
money and put like gay sex.
yeah, BBW porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But like,
So what if he was buying weed from somebody?
and he was like betting money. I just
No,
don't
no,
think
no.
he would.
They said that as a joke instead of buying weed.
Yeah. But see, I think that they would be like say something that was I don't know why they'd be like betting.
Because you're
Yeah,
20. No, he was like
yeah, but
18 at the time.
what's the fun in that? Why don't you be like black cock or something? Big black cock, BBC. Like, like that's what you would do. At least that's what I did.
Yeah, I don't know.
It sounded weird, but shit like that is what I would say. I would make it pretty bad. But
But that's the thing is you never know
it doesn't
what
matter. You can't prove it. You
you
can't
can't.
prove it.
There's no receipts. It's just a Venmo transaction where everybody puts something stupid.
Who called him out on that?
Um, I saw a joke on Twitter that it was the backup quarterback's dad.
So they don't know who did it.
No, I think it was some Texas fan.
It had to be Texas. Philip Fulmer's not here, so he doesn't. Did he call out Alabama? Didn't he get Alabama in trouble?
I mean, is it Alabama's fault that they're always in trouble?
Yeah, but he like turned him in. Fat Phil, I remember that. That's what they would say.
Ain't nobody in the SEC that's lily white, as Pat Dye used to say.
Oh gosh. All right.
All right, tomorrow night, defensive line. I am excited as hell to talk about the defensive line.
Just
Um,
want, just want 18 days to get here. That's why I can't wait.
18 days. My prediction on number 18. Are we gonna do official predictions on number 18?
Yeah, let's do it real quick.
I got Nussmeyer.
I'm gonna go a weird one and what's his name on the D tackle, the senior?
I've heard that too. I could see that. Jacoby and Guillory.
Yeah,
I could see
Giller.
that.
I mean, dude, you got to give him some. I mean, he was highly recruited.
When was last offensive player to have it? Josh Williams.
Yeah,
Did we have two? We had two. We had two. Yeah.
Josh Williams last year.
Yeah.
Who else had it? There'll be two then. So who's the
The
other one?
other one was Greg Penn.
Yeah. So there'll be two again. So so there's going to be a defensive offensive player. Nuss gets it for offense.
I think you're right. I think Jacoby and Guillory is more likely to get it than Whit Weeks.
I just don't think Whit Weeks wants it, and he's not a senior. So I mean, not that they give it to.
We've had a good run of number 40s at linebacker. So
We have. It's like one of our thing. It used to be like defensive end 49, the fast speed guys would get it.
yeah.
And then because Keys had it, and then said it Mingo and one Mingo 49. Am I right? Or was he
Yes.
4? Yeah. But anyways,
All right.
he's
Tomorrow night, same time, same place. Like, subscribe, everybody. Give us a follow. Follow us on Twitter. I don't know if we're up on iTunes yet. I mean, yeah, iTunes, iPodcast yet, whatever the hell they call it, Apple Podcasts. We're up on Spotify, but I don't know what's going on with Apple Podcasts. So I got to dig into that.